Rob, Luke. Rob, can I borrow you two just quickly? Just move this on. One extra head. That's it, just six.
Lana! Oh!
Within the sentimental area to create a safe and secure way of contact with homes, banks and other considerations to keep them fully operational for many years to come.
There are going to be ways of getting people on site to go on continuous routes so they're emphatically marked, taking people through. Now you guys are just going to find loads of people on their bikes. That's the name of the game.
The money is being spent on initiatives like Cycle Superhighways, the London Cycle High Scheme, and improving parking. This route is already a popular route to cycle to work, with up to 500 cyclists an hour during the morning peak hours. Initially, 2 routes will be in place by summer 2010, with the following 10 routes delivered as part of a rolling programme. It will connect 2 of the largest employment areas in London, the City and Canary Wharf. By introducing these, we're hoping to improve cycling conditions for existing cycling commuters, attract existing cyclists who do not cycle to work but could well do so, and also to improve the image and perception of cycling amongst Londoners.
I've been cycling in London for 25 years now.
I love cycling, it gives me freedom.
It's reliable, it's cheaper.
I don't cycle in London because I think it's too dangerous.
You'll be cycling along the main road sometimes and the cycle lane across from the end, you kind of have to just go into a free fall with the rest of the traffic.
The roads are scary, very scary. I use the canal as much as possible. The canal's fantastic.
Don't fail, just smile, but don't fail, just see something different in the city. If there's a cycle path, well clear, you know, it got me to work on time, I'd definitely be cycling.
Details of the content, card details. And what we do is it prints out a little slip. And when you drop it in, it automatically registers it. It's not like a signature out.
I mean, a solid white line means you can't do highway cross.
Good morning. I'm David Brown. I'm the Managing Director for Surface Transport. It's my team that's been responsible for introducing cycle superhighways. And you're here to hit the launch of the Barclays Cycle Superhighways. Now, we've had this is the year of cycling. This is Boris's year of cycling. There's a whole range of activities that's been going on. The cycle superhighways are really at the vanguard of this cycle revolution. And the cycle revolution has been, it's massive, because if you look out there and you see the number of bikes already going by, you see what we're trying to do. So the cycle superhighways are building on existing cycle patterns, existing large volumes of people that are already out there. There's 5,000 journeys already taking place on the cycle route. And we're creating a safe, direct, fast and continuous and comfortable route for commuters to get from the suburbs into central London. And also looking to make sure that every single part of this surface, because there's different parts of the material along the surface, have been checked for being skid resistant. Pass over to our sponsor, which is Barclays, and it's Cathy Turner, who's the Head of Human Resources across the whole of the UK for Barclays. So, Cathy Turner.
Barclays are pleased to be part of two of the Mayor's flagship schemes for the capital. The CBI and many of London's top business leaders have said that an extensive transport system with good accessibility is essential to the health of London's economy. By consistently improving London's transport capacity, we will help the capital attract investment and jobs. London is very much the engine room of the UK economy. Investment in and improvements to its transport network is an important aspect of long-term prosperity and competitiveness. So we're with the Mayor and also with the 97% of London's business people who in a recent CBI survey said that continued investment in the transport system is essential.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies. This is a very, very proud moment for everybody at TfL, because I want you to know that this morning I cycled here at roughly the speed of an elderly French onion seller. I set out from my home in the wilds of North London, and I want you to know that I obeyed every single rule of the road. Is anybody following me? Will testify? Anybody here following me? From the media, perhaps? I was following I stopped like a pillar of salt at every single traffic light, and I barely broke into a sweat. I didn't have a tie on, but I barely broke into a sweat, and yet I got here in 35 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, from Islington. And that, even though I was going, as I say, so slowly, I was barely standing upright. And at roundabout Elephant and Castle, I overhauled a chap, a sort of young, fit, muscular chap bombing the base in an open-top Peugeot, I think it was, one of those flash-fast Peugeots. And he was sitting down in his shorts, looking unbelievably dynamic and athletic, and yet he was stalled in traffic, emitting heaven knows how much fossil fume CO2 into the atmosphere. And I not only overtook him in Elephant Castle, he then pulled away from me. I overtook him in, I overtook him in. I want you to know, I finally overtook him just outside there. And as I did, I told him, ladies and gentlemen, he should have been on a bike, shouldn't he? Was it not a disgrace that on a beautiful morning like this, he was stalled, a single man, perfectly young and fit, in traffic, travelling some trifling distance across London in a car. And I beat him, of course, because I was conveyed on the magnificent new blue cycle superhighway CS7, which took me in every possible comfort and style from North London to this place. And it's a wonderful thing. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing this for all sorts. Cathy and David have alluded to some of the reasons why we're doing this. We're doing this because it makes fantastic sense for the city in all sorts of ways. We have a population of 12-year-olds that are getting fatter and fatter. I can't talk too much about that kind of thing. I can't preach too much myself, but we must tackle the scourge of obesity or the big society. We must deal with that problem, and we can. But much more importantly, and it's one thing. Do you arrive? If you cycle, of course, you arrive full of serotonin, endorphins, energy, and all the rest of it, or whatever your next meeting is. In fact, you're positively irritating to everybody around you once you've been cycling. But even more important than that, I believe it makes sense for our city because it changes, it's part of a programme of things that are going to change the urban landscape, what it's like to live in, to move around in London. And in the run-up to the Olympics, it's part of our vision of a cleaner, greener, safer city where you have a cycling revolution, where people are going around in electric cars, where of course you have a wonderful new hop-on, hop-off, fall-over, Routemaster style bus restored. It's part of a huge number of changes we want to make that I think will improve the look and feel of London, not just as an end in itself, though I think that is a great end in itself, not just because it makes London more attractive and more habitable, though it does do those things, but why? Because we want to make London a greater and a more attractive place for investment. Our city has to compete with other great global centres. London, I think, will acquire an ever greater reputation as the best big city on earth to live in. That is what the cycle revolution is all about, my friends. Anyway, thank you all very, very much for coming. I want you to know the blue of the cycle superhighways. What is the blue? What does it mean, the blue? What does this iconography portend? It is not the blue. Oh, I'm ashamed to say thank you. I have not seen power in London in order to put woad on the roads in the name of the Conservative. It's not the blue of the Conservative. Not the blue. But it is the blue. I would say it is the blue of freedom and the blue of a wonderful new cycling revolution. Thank you everybody for coming along this morning. I should say, by the way, that there are now only 2 weeks left to go for all of us. I don't think I've done it yet. For all of us to register to participate in the cycle hire scheme. Did you know that? Right. So get online and get signed up. It's going to be fantastically cheap and well worth doing as well. Thank you all at Barclays. Thank you TfL. Thank you everybody who laid on this magnificent marquee, which I'm sure is thoroughly good value in these tough circumstances. Thank you for coming, and forward everybody with the cycling revolution that is going to change our city. Thank you very much.
Such as companies to a shower, changing the
Grants for cycle facilities. To be visible in both residential areas and within the central London area to create a safe and secure movement of London commuters and help create a cycling revolution.
Truck turning left. Caution, truck turn.
Are you going to be there tomorrow?
Yep. Yeah. It's like our registration. Cycles.
do forget them.
London, it's very hard for a cyclist.
So it'd be really good to offer incentives, such as for companies to install showers and changing.
London is a metropolis, and more people are using bikes, not only as a form of exercise. The second route will be from Barking to Town Gateway and cover a distance of 7.5 miles, encouraging commuters.
I've been cycling in London for 25 years now.
I love cycling, it gives me freedom.
It's quite energising.
It's reliable, it's much cheaper.
I don't cycle in London because I think it's too dangerous.
You'll be